These are the 5 best LEGO Star Wars minifigures to invest in right now. Number 5, Moff Gideon. The Moff Gideon minifigure is exclusive to the Imperial Light Cruiser, which retails for $160 US. The main draw of this minifigure is that he is the main villain in the Mandalorian Disney Plus show. Despite the fact that Moff Gideon appears in both the first and second season of Mando, LEGO has only made one minifigure of the character. Also, since Moff Gideon is exclusive to a $160 set, makes this minifigure all the more desirable, which is probably why this minifigure is selling for over $30 on eBay. The reason this minifigure isn't higher on the list for me is because it's very likely LEGO will remake this minifigure down the line, since Moff Gideon will be in Mando Season 3. However, I still think this version of Moff Gideon will remain exclusive to this set, making this fig a very solid performer in retirement. Number 4, Artillery Stormtrooper. This minifigure is exclusive to the 2021 Imperial Armored Marauder. The Artillery Stormtrooper really reminds me of the Imperial Shock Trooper that came in the 2016 Battlefront Battle Pack. Like the Artillery Stormtrooper, the Imperial Shock Trooper is more of an obscure part of Star Wars. So, as a result, it is very unlikely that LEGO will produce remakes of both these figures. The combination of this minifigure just looking awesome and having no remakes has led the Imperial Shock Trooper to sell for higher than the retail price of the very set it came in. So I can see the very same thing happening to the Artillery Stormtrooper. Right now, this minifigure is selling between $10 and $15 on eBay. In a few years from now, I am more than confident that this minifigure will be selling in that $30 to $40 range. Number 3, 332nd Clone Trooper. Despite the fact that this minifigure is from arguably one of the worst Star Wars sets ever in the Armored Assault Tank, I believe it has massive upside in retirement. First off, Clone Troopers, especially ones as unique and exclusive as the 332nd Clone Troopers, just go bananas in retirement. Just like the Artillery Stormtrooper, I very much doubt that LEGO will ever remake or include the 332nd Clone Trooper in another Star Wars set. On top of that, people will want to buy multiples of this clone in order to build a clone army. So when the Armored Assault Tank eventually retires, demand for this minifigure will most likely continue to be very high well into its retirement. Even right now, this minifigure is selling between $15 and $20 on eBay. I could see the 332nd Trooper being a 30 plus minifigure in about 1 to 2 years of the Armored Assault Tank's retirement. Number 2, Gar Saxon. Gar Saxon is exclusive to the Mandalorian Starfighter, which, by the way, is retiring by the end of 2022. Other similar exclusive Mandalorian minifigures have a long track record of great returns, so I don't see why the gravy train would stop for this minifigure. Another thing that makes me sleep well at night about investing in this minifigure is that there is just no way LEGO is releasing this minifigure ever again. This is because exclusive Mandalorian figures almost always are one and dones by LEGO. Currently, this minifigure is selling for $20 plus on eBay. In 1 to 2 years into this set's retirement, I expect this fig to be selling for around $40 to $50. Number 1, Paz Vizsla. This minifigure, like Gaz Saxon, is also a Mandalorian, so everything I said about Gaz also applies to Paz Vizsla. But there is one major factor that sets Paz Vizsla apart from the rest of the minifigures on this list, which is the set that Paz Vizsla comes in, the Armorer's Mandalorian Mandalorian Forge is severely overlooked by LEGO collectors and investors. Currently, there's just so many great LEGO Star Wars sets available, so I don't blame people that are overlooking the set. After all, the build of the set is just very clunky looking. It's definitely a type of set that will end up in the LEGO bin, not a type of set that is meant for display. As a result of this set being overlooked by investors, I believe that Paz Vizsla will absolutely print money in retirement. Only in about a year into the set's retirement, I could easily see this minifigure selling for about $30 on eBay. If this video gets 250 likes, I'll make a part 2 of this video. Consider subscribing for weekly LEGO investing content.